I washed my face, didn't brush my beard yet. We got a couple of things to talk about this morning. Just so we can be clear, we're going to be talking about Quando Rondo also, just so we can be clear. But what we're going to be talking about today is Tiffany Haddish. She's throwing dude under the bus. Told you so's! And because this is about Aries Spears. I've been saying this the whole entire time. Tiffany Haddish just threw this nigga all the way under the bus. She said, there goes the bus over there. She grabbed him by the scruff of his neck and by the back of his pants, and she heaved the hole. I also have a lot of Tiffany Haddish shit to speak to you about, just in general. This is a very damaged individual. A lot of us are damaged, just so we can be clear. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not. I'm not going to sit here and act like some of the people who I admire aren't like that. You understand what I'm saying? There's people that I admire, and they're damaged. So I'm not going to act like damn near every single celebrity is damaged. I'm going to say something, right? Listen and pay attention. We're going to do roll call at the 5-minute mark. Get your comments in. Listen and pay attention. You know how impossible it is? Not impossible. You know how hard it is to become rich or wealthy if you are not delusional? You have to believe in something else that no one else sees. You know how impossible it is to create something that no one else has ever created if you are not delusional? You have to see things that other people can't. You know how impossible it is to come up with shit that other people aren't coming up with? You have to be able to think about things that other people can't. There is no person that is successful that has not been delusional at one point while chasing their dream. You want to know people who are not delusional? People who decide to just go and get regular work. And there's nothing wrong with that. One of my favorite jobs ever was, I didn't even get paid. Well, I got paid well, but the company didn't pay me. It was one of my most favorite jobs ever. And it was hard work. It's fucking moving people. I worked for Flat Rate at one point. It was moving people. I love that fucking job. There was a situation, and they had told me I had to. Actually, that's one place that I actually did get fired from, because I was gonna beat some dude up, and I had a history there over a different thing. I'm trying to tell you, he used to be a different person, man. He deserved it though. He earned it. He was asking for it. It was just a bad day. I was just having a bad day. I was having a really bad day. With that being said, I wish I handled that situation better. There was a lot of moving pieces going on there. I'm just thinking about that. I wish I would have handled that situation better. Anyway, in any regard, we're going to be talking about that. And I got a clip to show y'all of President Biden literally admitting that he has no control. He's the president. Admitting that he has no control. I have a clip of that. We're going to talk about that, dude. With that being said, I want to say something about Quando Rondo real quick. So we're going to do roll call a little bit past the 5-minute mark, probably the 7-minute mark. We're going to be talking about Quando Rondo this conversation also. I meant to put it in the title, but there wasn't enough space. So I want to say something. I want to be 100% clear on this, and I want there to be no misconception or misunderstanding. Quando Rondo dropped this flag. The number one reason why I believe that Quando Rondo dropped this flag is because he believes that the people who actually were in on whatever the fuck happening out there in Las Vegas might be also inside of his clique. I'm going to explain something to y'all. Y'all need to stop believing when somebody stop fucking with the nigga that's the fucking, the avatar. When people stop fucking with the nigga that is the person that's bringing everybody along. Stop thinking that it's the person that's wrong. Sometimes it's one or two of the people that fuck everything up. Stop thinking the person is wrong. You understand? Remember, Selena got killed by her fucking the biggest the leader of her fan club. Stop thinking whenever everybody goes against one person that one person is wrong. Everybody went against Christ. So that's the shit that killed me when people were like, yo, everybody mad at you. Well, okay, I'm probably doing something right then. Romans 10:9. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead. I hate when I hit the button and then it makes everything switch. So, and then I did it too quick. So I effed up. What was that? 10. For it is with your heart that you believe is justified. Pardon me, it was 9. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For it is with your heart that you believe and are justified, and that it is with your mouth that you profess your faith and you are saved. As scriptures say, anyone who believes in him will never be put to shame. God will never do anything to attempt to shame you. God doesn't work with shame and guilt. I say all that in regard to the Quando Rondo for this. The sad fact is this. When you're in the type of position that Quando Rondo is in, and you have a team of 10, 15, 20 people, once you have a team of 10 people, at least 2 or 3 of them is definitely going to be doing some weirdo shit. That's just the way it is. Those other 7 people got to be solid. Solid by unbelief. Because once the numbers go to 6 for the other niggas, 4 for you, then you don't have a team. So Quando Rondo dumped everybody, said that his baby mama and him ain't together, fuck her. Told the whole entire world that he don't deal with nobody at all, and the only people that he named that he deal with is people that could take care of themselves. Sometimes you gotta just get away from every single thing that you love, because the enemy could be the person standing next to you pretending that they love you. I think Quando Rondo did the smartest thing. Not the whole dropping the flag thing, because I don't think, I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is getting away from everybody that he loves when he knows that Satan is after him. Even if Satan is supposed to be after him, because he was calling Satan to him. How you say? Almost every rapper is. With that being said, let's do roll call and get to the show. Tim Bullock says, I was watching last night's show. Almost missed the live. Very happy to see you here, Mr. Tim Bullock. I think I'm happy to see everybody here. I'm happy that everybody that's here woke up this morning. How about that? Shout out to NASDAQ Brooklyn, says, salute, bro. What up? Joey B says, that's good for him. He dropped his flag. He said, look, I'm not dealing with this stuff no more. This is not something that I wanted to deal with. And always remember, Satan is always going to try to remind you of when you was at your lowest point. That's literally what Satan's job is. God is to get you to think about how you're going to be your best, most magnificent self. And it's Satan's job to make you think that you're going to always stay being your worst self. Do you understand? Do you understand? This is not a church. So just so we can be clear, just because I speak about the Most High, that doesn't make this a church. Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins. He says, good morning, BBN fans. Salute to all. I mean, I know you're going to trick people. I can't stop the people you're tricking. I'm talking just to the real BBN people. Yeah, I do know this is not a church. This is just who I am. This is just me being myself. This is literally why some of the people that hate me because they think that I think that I'm better than them. Because when I talk to them, I often bring up Bible scripture, or I say that I don't think I want to do that because that's not what the Most High wants. So, literally, why some of these people are mad at me. No, this isn't a church. With that being said, listen and pay attention. I want to start off with Aries Spears, and I want to start off with Tiffany Haddish. And before we get to actually the new information that I have, I want to say this. Before we get to what the actual new information is, let me turn this. My PlayStation is just turning itself on and off this whole entire time. So give me 1 second. It finally turned itself on to the point where now I'm going to try to turn the bitch off before it turns itself off. Hold on. And then I gotta unplug the shit. Like, for real, my PlayStation just turns itself on and off all day. Listen and pay attention. Faison's Love says some really interesting things about Aries Spears, and I want to start the show off saying that. I haven't really heard anybody else talking about this. Everybody is covering this, but nobody is talking about what Faison Love said. I don't know if nobody is talking about it because they're scared, or I don't know if nobody is talking about it because, and also, just so we can be clear, I just read that scripture to you because that's my scripture for the day. I didn't go looking through the Bible for that scripture. That's literally just my scripture for the day that my Bible gives me every day. I just want to be clear. That's why I read it. Anyway, listen, pay attention. For all the people in the chat that hate when I talk about God, like, for them, I just help y'all out. All those people, they make videos about me all the time. They hate when anybody talks about God, especially me. But that being said, what kind of people hate when somebody talks about God? That's all I can say. What kind of people hate that? You really think you're right. You really think you're right when you hang out with people that hate. They hear other people talk about God. But you're right. Anyway, listen and pay attention. We on Aries Spears. Faison Love talked about this, and this is why I keep trying to tell y'all. I get that people try to say that I'm not a journalist, but I'm probably the best journalist in this field of YouTube. Remember, most people have to get information from individuals. I'm on point even when I don't do that. When nobody's contacting me and telling me what's going on, I'm still telling y'all what the fuck will happen. I'm telling y'all what niggas is gonna do months before they actually have an opportunity to do it. So no, nobody's better than this at me, in my opinion. I'm not saying other people are bad. I think there are a lot of people who are great. I just think I'm a level above that at times. Now, with that being said, I want to be clear about this. Faison Love said that Aries Spears was taken to Hollywood at the age of 14. I'm about to say some real unpopular shit in a minute. Go call all of your people. I'm about to say some real unpopular shit in a minute. I'm about to explain to y'all why I'm better than the rest of these niggas. Go call everybody, especially the people that want to criticize me. Just tell them to keep it down while I'm doing my thing. Go call them. I'm going to give you a minute. Every single person I like to criticize, I'm going to give you a minute because I'm about to go off. Y'all know what the Apollo really was, right? I'm about to say some real unpopular shit. I rewind for a minute. Y'all know what Quincy Jones has been accused of, right? Anybody here know what Quincy Jones has been accused of? Shout out to Blizz Lanes. Anybody knows what Quincy Jones has been accused of by multiple people? I even specifically put a name out there. Tevin Campbell. Y'all know about the alleged relationship between Quincy Jones and Tevin Campbell, right? I have to say some more popular shit. And after I say what I say, you're gonna understand what's going on. All of these actors and all of these rappers choose money over other shit. Not all of them, but so many. So in order for them to get famous, they have either did some weirdo shit or they was a part of some weirdo shit and it was some kind of thing that they had to do. I don't want to be rich, so I'm never going to do any of them things. Never bring it to my doorstep. All I want to do is create my art. I want to be able to make a living and create my art. I don't care about being rich. I don't care about being a millionaire. I don't care about having $1 billion. I don't care about yachts. I don't care about owning a plane. I don't need all the fanciest cars. I probably just have a watch and I have to get a chain because I ain't got no choice. But other than that, I don't care about this shit. I just want to be able to make a living. Get it? Aries Spears, I believe, was on Def Comedy Jam or something along those lines. One of these programs where you do comedy, and he was a child. He was seen by somebody. They flew him out to, he was supposed to be the next Eddie Murphy, by the way. They flew him out to California when he was 14. All right, so hold on. Let's hear what he's being accused of right now. Do you get it? Can we talk about R. Kelly for one moment? I'm so far on the peripheral, having so many different conversations at the same time, so I get it that it's not always easy to follow. But when I get to the end and it snaps together, it's going to be worth it. Listen, do you know what R. Kelly was actually being accused of by many people? He was being accused of being in a ring of individuals who make child porn and pass it along to one another. You do know that, right? He was also, because he still has to go to court. Remember, he has 2 more trials. I think a minimum of 2 more trials. So he was also being accused of finding young girls and then trading young girls, basically what they were doing. That's something else that these perverts do. That's something else that these perverts do. Just so we could be clear. They trade these children amongst themselves. So Aries Spears go to Hollywood at 14. Hurt people hurt people. Devil's advocate. Hurt people hurt people. All right, so listen, hold on. We're not even there yet. We're not even nowhere near it yet because I didn't mention Tiffany Haddish yet. Now check this out. We're still on Aries Spears. That's another reason why I don't agree with comedy that's about insulting individuals. You understand? It don't take nothing to not like something inside of yourself and then project it onto another individual. That's not hard. You understand what I'm saying? When you understand that you really don't dislike other people, it's the thing inside of you that reflects out onto that person that makes you dislike them. When you really understand that, you'll realize that whenever you have a problem with an individual, you're actually internally having a problem with yourself. That's why I don't go around people who don't like me. Because they have an issue with themselves. It has nothing to do with me. Whatever it is that I reflect, whatever it is that I shine, whatever it is that they shine, when it reflects off of me, makes them feel away. So I don't never want to go around people that don't like me. I don't want to talk to you niggas. I don't want to go around you niggas. I don't want to be a part of you people's life. That's called maturity, by the way. That's the shit I don't get. Whenever I do something that's mature, people say all the other shit. Can I be mature? If I do some shit that's not mature, y'all gonna say I'm acting like a kid. Can I at least do the mature? So you're gonna criticize me either which way, you rat bastard. Anyway, back to Aries Spears. I'm not even going to talk about the physical transformation. But something that dude said, big word, I forget his name right now, said stuck with me. And what he said is that when he went to Hollywood or whatever, he was just always getting booked for everything. Him, Dave Chappelle was booked everywhere. Dave Chappelle was funny. He should be booked everywhere. Dave Chappelle's always been funny. I'm pretty sure Dave Chappelle told his first joke when the doctor slapped him on the ass and everybody in the fucking room doubled over in laughter. Dave Chappelle's always been funny. This nigga know. You just have to go watch the interview. There's so much that he said that I don't really, there's so much he intimated that I don't want to, I want you to get your own opinion of, because I know what it sounded like he said to me. What it sounded like he said to me was, when Aries Spears went to Hollywood, them niggas got a hold of him and did him dirty. They turned him out. That's the way, that's why he did that to that kid, because he's a part of a circle. Now, I'm not saying that that's what it is, because what the fuck do I know? I've never been to Hollywood. But what I'm saying is, that's what it sounded to me like he intimated. So what that leads me to believe is, do you understand what kind of video he was actually taking? That was an advertisement. He was advertising that fucking kid. That was a fucking advertisement, my nigga. And then he allegedly molested the child. Allegedly. Now, how's he getting thrown under the bus? Do you know what Tiffany Haddish said? Tiffany Haddish said she brought the kid there and she wasn't there when the actual scene went on. First of all, Tiffany Haddish, I don't believe you, but that's what she said. And if you weren't there when the actual scene went on, how the fuck are you just leaving some kid with some nigga that don't know the kid? Pardon me. I don't care how friendly me and you is. If I don't know some kid, it's not your kid. It's some other random mofo's kid. I don't know the kid. You bring the kid around me and be like, oh, I gotta go. I'm gonna leave the kid. No, you isn't. You and this kid is getting the fuck up out of here. Hell, what's wrong with you? I don't know this kid. You was not leaving this kid here. Who gonna feed it? No. So Do I believe she just left the kid there and bounced? No, I don't believe that shit. That don't even make sense. But now she's saying, this is what she's saying, allegedly, she brought the kid there. She left the kid. She don't even know. After all of the filming was done, she saw the finished product. She was disgusted. She said, please don't put that up. He said, get out of here. He put it up anyway. After he put it up, wherever the fuck he put it up, then it got picked up by Funny or Die on their internet, and it's on their whatever website or whatever. Then it stayed up on there to 2019. So she 100% is doing what I told you she was going to do. This is not about Tiffany Haddish. This is about Aries Spears. When they go after this case, believe me when I tell you, Aries Spears is done. Now, depending on who loves Tiffany Haddish, I think she should be a dub too, to be honest with you. For the same reason I just said. Who the fuck? First of all, how the hell I got some kid with me? Listen, I got some I got some kid with me, and then I go somewhere with some people the kid don't know, and I just say, hey, I'm gonna be back in 3 hours. Watch the kid. How? Tell me how any of this makes sense. Who the hell was on this type of time? What in the hell? Do you understand the issue I would have with somebody behind that? I'm just taking kids places and leaving them? What the fuck? For comedy's sake, shout out to Jason Elliott. He said for comedy's sake, I sure hope she's done. I don't, look. Oh, I want to say this, and just real quick. So I saw some pictures of Tiffany Haddish when she was young. She's beautiful. Whenever I see somebody that was just like they looked like, you know, I can't tell what handsome or unattractive is, right? But I could tell what, like, I'm talking about from a man's state. Like I don't know what man is handsome. I don't know what females look at and see as handsome as a man. So what I can say is I could tell what somebody looks like they're not like blemished. You understand what I'm saying? Like I guess that's the state that I usually generally use. Do you look symmetrical? Do you look unblemished? If you're looking unblemished and you look symmetrical, I assume that because that's generally speaking when I like a female, she looks pretty much, you know, symmetrical. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So just so we can be clear, I just want to be just clear. Look, listen, just so we can be clear. Whenever I see somebody that looks like they was vibrant and healthy, and then now they become unhealthy, and it's usually because of weight gain, and it's not healthy weight gain. That makes me feel like whatever demons that's attacking them, they're embracing. When somebody is going through something and I see it as weight loss, I assume whatever demons is attacking them, they fighting. You understand? So that's the assumption I generally take. So when I see somebody like an Aries Spears that has the fucking raccoon eyes, and then I see a picture of him from like 20 years ago, nigga look normal. I'm like, what the fuck happened, homie? What was you indulging in? There's an alleged ritual in Hollywood. I don't know how true this is. But there's an alleged ritual in Hollywood that deals with eating shit. Literal. Has anybody else heard about this, or am I the only one? I'm assuming I'm not the only one. Listen to what I'm about to say. Pay attention. Joey B says it's real. Listen to what I'm about to say, man. That's what I'm telling you. I don't want to be rich. I don't even want to be famous. To be honest with you. Um, I just want to be able to make a living and do my art. Like there's art that I want to put out. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make a living because I can't put out my art unless I can make a living. If I can't make a living, I can't put out my art. So that's what I want to do. I don't know. I don't. Whatever other people's talking about, that's what they talking about. That's a reflection of their wants and needs. It has shit to do with me. So listen and pay attention. If you notice, Aries Spears hasn't even spoken. I'm not gonna say he's gonna kill himself, but I wouldn't be surprised if niggas don't find him. Because that's literally what Tiffany Haddish needs. Tiffany Haddish needs him to disappear so all of the blame could be put on him. I want to just tell you something about Tiffany Haddish real quick for everybody that don't know. You know, when Tiffany Haddish was a child, her father was actually from another country, and her mother was, she was born in South Central. I think it was South Central. So her mother was the entrepreneur, they said. I don't know what the fuck that means. Maybe she sold, she was a hustler. So, that basically, I guess they just didn't want to say hustler. So, apparently they were in a car accident at some point. And uh, the first father was gone. She had a new husband, or whatever the case was, and she had some kids with him, some like 4 kids or whatever, right? So what ended up happening was there was an accident and the mother hit her head, and after that she was never the same. She had brain injury. She had to learn how to talk, everything, tie laces, everything. She had to relearn everything, damn near. And the person who had to teach her was Tiffany Haddish, and she also had to raise. And she's 10 at this age. You know what I'm saying? She's like 10 years old. She also had to do all of the motherly duties for all of the kids because she was the oldest. You understand? So I'm gonna try to be a little bit kinder when I speak about some of the things that these people do. You gotta understand also, when these people do these terrible things, a lot of times it's because they're fucked up on the inside themselves, right? So nobody that's not fucked up on the inside is trying to hurt anybody else. You understand? So pay attention to how people are trying to hurt other people. You can understand what's wrong with them. You understand? Pay attention. It's another reason why I don't deal with people who don't like me. You understand? Stop dealing with people who don't like you. Stop trying to convince people to like you. Once a person don't like me, I'm not trying to convince you of nothing. You don't like me because it's a reflection of what you reflect. What I reflect back to you or for yourself. You're never gonna like me. You're always gonna see me as your enemy. Understand? No, that's not an excuse. That's a reason. How is that? That's not an excuse. That's a reason. You know, a reason and an excuse is two different things, correct? You think I'm giving an excuse? What would make you think that? What the fuck? Are you trying to like mix my words up? Shout out to Jason Elliott. He says using the urinal, trying not to splash the water. Trying to tell you. That didn't even make sense, right? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Listen and pay attention. After that, Tiffany Haddish, after that, another situation happened where Tiffany Haddish's Mother ended up going to jail because she was messed up, and she ended up attacking somebody, and upon attacking that individual, she hit their baby. She was put into prison, into a psych place or whatever. Tiffany Haddish and her siblings were then put into foster care. All of the young daughters was put into one foster care. All of the young sons was put into another foster care. She was put into a foster care by herself, where she was then, since she says from the age of 13 or 14, being taken advantage of 15 minutes every single day, she says, from the person who was supposed to be her guardian, her father. So, yeah, she had a rough life. That's no excuse. Like, stop thinking nobody's saying anything is an excuse. But if we don't understand why somebody would be susceptible to do a thing, how can we prevent it happening in the future? I got a brother, right? And I'm not going to say who or whatever, but I don't like him. I mean, same reason I just explained. We don't get along for the same reason I just explained. When he reflects off of me, he always looks bad. Everything he does looks extremely selfish. He always looks bad whenever he's around me because the shit that he does is fuck shit. But that's neither here nor there. One of the things that he loves to do is when he's saying why he's doing something, it's always a good reason. Understand a narcissist. When he's saying why he's doing something, it's always a reason. But when everybody else is saying why they're doing something, it's an excuse. Understand the narcissist. When you try to explain why something happened to a narcissist, he's always going to say that's an excuse. He's never going to see reason. She's never going to see reason. But for all of their actions, they're going to be on point. They had that happen. There's no way it could have went any other way. That's the reason. I don't never do anything for an excuse. So understand the narcissist. You understand? Devil's Advocate says, no, I see what you're saying. Folks go through things and make us think. No, I'm not saying that people think it's correct. You think these people out here that are doing some of this shit that they're doing always think that people do it because of pride? Some people do it because they think that they don't have no other choice. I literally just said that. I'm not responding back to your comments no more. I don't think you're listening to me. No disrespect. I just don't think you're listening to what I'm saying. I think you're just coming in here and you're trying to gaslight. So I'm not going to read any more of your comments. But I really do appreciate if you keep making them. I don't want to read no more comments. You're just trying to gaslight me at this point. 2 times you saying I'm saying things I'm not saying. So I'm just going to assume every one of your comment is going to be you saying the thing I'm not saying. Okay? Is that fair? I think that's fair at this point. So Tiffany Haddish is saying that she had nothing to do with the situation. I want to say something real quick, and I want to get on. I want to move over. I want to talk some politics for a minute, if y'all don't mind. So we could get to the part of the show where we just talk about where I ask y'all what y'all want to talk about. I want to get to that part of the show already. We 39 minutes in. All right, so listen, pay attention. Let me let you hear what the. Let me let you hear the thing first. Let me get my speaker. I want you to hear the thing. I need you to hear it for yourself. That's the best way I can put this. I want you to hear it for yourself. I'm gonna let you hear. I'm getting this directly from Skynet. That is not a American news agency. It's obviously Skynet. That's European or some shit. So hold on. I need you to hear this before we have this discussion. I'm about to play audio. I need you to hear this. This is just bananas. I couldn't even. I heard this shit. I said, wait, what? This is bananas. Hold on. I need y'all to hear this. funny thing is, you know, I be popping up on other people's YouTube channels sometimes. I might start shouting them out over here. Sometimes I go up on other people's YouTube channels. I might spring in their comment section, go talk to them and shit like that. Sometimes, you know. I might start doing it more often just because other people I don't like. So I go talk to other people. You could have been cool with me, you just decided not to.
Why the president's handlers insist on... One can understand why the president's handlers insist on heavily scripting his appearances and don't allow him to freely answer questions with the press. Look what happens in this clip. It's quite sad, really. President Biden picks a journalist to ask a question before realizing he's not allowed to do that. He says, and I quote, "I took control. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed to do that." And then the handlers come in and call an end to proceedings. Have a look.
Everybody thought anything would go.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took control. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. Go ahead. You
I
tell
think
me.
we're going to go ahead and have the rest of the conversation post-press. Thank you all so much.
It's reasonable to ask at this stage just who is running the country, President Biden or the people who grant him the permission to speak.
Hold on. One more time. Because remember, I kept telling y'all, more people keep coming here. Okay, so hold on. One more time.
One can understand why the president's handlers insist on heavily scripting his appearances and don't allow him to freely answer questions with the press. Look what happens in this clip. It's quite sad, really. President Biden picks a journalist to ask a question before realizing he's not allowed to do that. He says, and I quote, "I took control. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed to do that." And then the handlers come in and call an end to proceedings. Have a look.
Everybody thought anything would go.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took control. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. Go ahead. You
I
tell
think we're
me.
going to go ahead and have the rest of the conversation post-press. Thank you all so much.
It's reasonable to ask at this stage just who is running the country, President Biden or the people who grant him the permission to speak.
Okay, so these guys talk shit about about Biden all the time. I don't always show y'all what these guys talk shit about them because sometimes I just be thinking they be nitpicking. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I be like, they just fucking with this. Yeah, that really ain't that serious. But I'm gonna say something, and I want to be clear on this. Do you think somebody would have been able to do that to Trump? Do you think somebody would have been able to do that to Obama? Do you think somebody would have been able to do that to any of the Bushes? I'm going to say this again. Do you think somebody would have been able to do that to any of the Bushes? You think somebody would have been able to do that to Clinton? Do you think somebody would have been able to do that to Obama? Do you think somebody would have been able to do that to Trump? This isn't a I don't like any of the presidents that were Democrats thing. I understand whoever becomes president, they're going to do things that I don't like and they're going to do things that I do like. It is what it is. All politicians, even the politicians that I fucking love, they do shit that I don't like also. That's just life. There's fucking rappers that are my favorite rappers that constantly do shit and I'm like, this nigga's an idiot. But that don't make me not support them because people make mistakes and nobody's perfect. So no, I'm not expecting Biden to be perfect. I just want to be clear on this. That's insane. Imagine following somebody around and every little mistake they make you point out. What kind of bitch ass nigga does something like that? What kind of bitch ass nigga follows somebody around just to see if they doing mistakes for them to point out? I don't even got parents, and I know better than that. So your parent just taught you to be a snitch. So your parent just taught you to walk around, see what other people was doing and snitch on them. That's what your parent taught you. And you just living by this shit even in your old fucking age. You're not a person that if the problem comes to you, you like, I don't want to deal with it. You are literally a motherfucker that is an agent walking around in the streets looking for problems for you to then report to the rest of the world. What kind of bitch ass nigga does that? The fuck? So I want to be clear on this. My issue with Biden is twofold. It's probably eightfold. But what we're discussing right now is twofold. One is they literally only put him to run because they had no other way to beat Trump. That means that you guys didn't even want to be in charge because your plan was better. You didn't want to be in charge because you had ideas. You literally just didn't want that other nigga to be in charge. So you're going to sink every boat possible just because the other nigga ain't in charge. You're going to destroy the whole fucking American platform because you hate Trump. That's one issue I got with these guys. Second issue is this. They haven't did shit for black people yet. That's probably the first issue. What have they did for the black man yet? Haven't did shit for us yet. It's been almost a whole year. First day in office, he signed like 2 bills to help 2 other freaking demographics, which I am saying thank you for doing. Well, what about us? What are you talking about? I predicted he was going to beat Trump. I mean, it was topsy-turvy, but I told you if anybody was going to do it, it was going to be him. And then I literally said, in order to push him over the top, that he's going to have to go get a female to be his vice president. Remember? We had this conversation multiple times. And then I said he's going to have to go get Kamala Harris. And remember how everybody was telling me she wouldn't work because everybody in California hate her? Do y'all remember these conversations? We had the videos are still up. All you got to do is go back to whatever it was in January and February or whatever that year was. Videos are still up. I predicted it. Literally. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm literally laughing because I'm like, I'm so underappreciated. This shit is crazy. Like, I literally predicted that shit. And you are right. Who would have predicted it? That's why I'm like, me! And what? Oh man, the videos are still up. Oh man, the videos are still up, by the way. Me! I predicted it. Oh man. The videos are still up. Hold on. I'm gonna go find some of those videos just so I can play them. And be like, remember? Remember, y'all was arguing with me. I said he should. I said, yo, look, he's not gonna make it the whole 4 years. I said, look, hold on. Let's just be clear about what I was saying. The videos are still up. All you got to do is go to whatever year that was. What was that? 2020? When was the election? 2021? That was the election or some shit? All you got to do is go back to 2020. Not 2021. 2020. And look at our live streams in January all the way up to March. We spoke about it all the time. All the time. I said he should choose Cory Booker because he's not going to make it to the end. I hope he chooses Cory Booker because I like Cory Booker. And there was a couple of other people. A lot of people said AOC. I said you can't choose her because she's too incendiary. She's, you got to pull people from the Republicans also to win. And you're not going to be able to pull any of the Republicans with AOC because she's too polarizing. I said, but with the other girl, she put mad black niggas in jail. The Republicans that is gonna cross over, they'll be able to fuck with her. Literally said this, and he's gonna get the fucking women's vote, and she's no black woman. They're gonna get the. I literally said this, and I was getting argued at. You didn't know what, Joey B? Literally said that. We was talking about this shit for months. Kamala Harris, man. Talking about that shit for months. I told y'all. Niggas left the channel over that. Niggas got mad at me and said I don't know politics and left the channel over that. Just so we can be clear. Left the channel over me saying Kamala Harris and them wanting me to say whoever the fuck they was talking about. Left the channel. And then he chose Kamala Harris. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I don't know no better way to say this, but other countries literally see America as a joke. You don't think they look at how we just elected a man that can't ride a bike? You don't think they look at how we just elected a man that can't even answer random questions? Also, I want to be clear on this. Remember, they just had that thing that happened where he was walking off and he responded back to the person? That was scripted. Remember I told you that was scripted? It was scripted. He don't talk unless it's scripted. He's not allowed to talk unless it's scripted. You remember I told you that was scripted? We're going to elect another bad president after this one. Watch. I don't see the Democrats having anybody. Can you tell me somebody that the Democrats have that they could push up to run? Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think Donald Trump should run again. He's old. Do the Democrats even have anybody they could push up? I'll post matter. Do Democrats even have anybody to push up? I'm asking. I don't want Donald Trump to win again specifically because he's old. Having nothing to do with how competent or his ability to do the job. We have to start getting our politicians younger. We got to stop having people that's 70, 80 years old making the decisions. Why do you think we can't get past it? I think Roe versus Wade gets fucking reversed. How do you think shit like that happens? You got 80-year-old motherfuckers running the country. 70-year-old niggas running the country. I'm not trying to say that they shouldn't have be a part of the process, but I don't think we have enough politicians that's in their 40s. I don't think we have enough politicians that's in their 30s in prominent roles, in prominent positions. I think most of the most high positions are these politicians that's in their fucking late 50s, mid 60s, early 70s. Pardon me, mid 60s, early 70s. I just think that's too old. I think that when you get to a certain age, you have to be fucking aged out of politics. I think that they need to change it also dependent on we should be able to vote people straight out of office when the fuck ever. We shouldn't, and not all positions, stuff like the Senate or something, or I don't know, but like things like that are representatives. We should be able to vote them out quicker and sooner if they're not doing their fucking job. Any regard, we almost to the 60-minute mark. Anything y'all want to talk about today? That shit is wild though. That shit is super wild. Y'all want to get back to Quando Rondo? Y'all want to talk some hip hop? What y'all want to talk about today? A buddy of yours said that what Vivian Sanchez, if you don't mind me asking. I don't know what part you're specifically saying your buddy said. Just curious. Our votes matter. Our votes matter. Oh, about age, yeah, they're too old. We got people that were in government officials in the fucking 70s. Still in the 70s and the 80s. Still fucking in office. How? Because you can physically be there? Can you mentally do the job? Are you just there to be a gatekeeper? Shout out to the Most High, just because. As soon as I said that, one of these weirdo niggas came in. Shout out to the Most High, just because. I just said that, and then as soon as I said that, one of these weirdo people that you know is pushing the negative Satan energy popped up in here immediately. Nigga showing y'all. Or me. He's like, Jack, just have faith, I got you. That shit you concerned and worried about, don't worry. I got that shit already mastered. I got that shit fixed. Just do you. God's like, just be you, Jack. I made you that way that you are for a reason. We're not supposed to be the perfect person. We're supposed to be the perfect us. We're supposed to be trying to be the perfect us. We're supposed to be living in the light of the Most High. Shout out to that. Absolutely. Shout out to the Most High. That was dope. That was dope. Some of these niggas see me do that shit in real time. And that's why they hate on me. They know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I niggas be siding. I really are siding with niggas that's just evil. You really are. There's niggas that know. They feel the energy. They've been around me. They could tell. Shout out to the Most High. I need to carry it better. And so what do y'all want to talk about, by the way? Anything y'all? Also, I'm not giving advice. I don't think I give advice. Just to be honest with you, I don't think I give advice. I think I just be talking and we talk about subjects, right? I don't think I actually give advice. Only people I give advice to is what, celebrities? And that's because we're talking about topics. I don't think I ever actually give advice. Also, I usually don't give advice. I mean, sometimes people pop up in my DMs and they ask me shit. Coincidentally, I'm actually pretty good at giving people advice, apparently. You said heard who? Heard who? Who are you talking about? I gotta put live chat on. Maybe I missed something. You just said heard she committed suicide. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Toon says, yo, what up, Frost? Talked about. Okay, yes. I didn't want to mention this because I want to say something. You want to know a lot of people that commit suicide lived with narcissists at one point or another, or was in a relationship with a narcissist at one point or another. One of the main things narcissists do is they try to make you feel worthless, because they feel like they have to push you down for them to feel better, right? They need to eat, like, you understand? That's why I pay attention to people that always want to remind you of negative things. Like, if we're hanging out and shit is going good and you bringing up negative things, like to just fuck the mood up, I'm gonna be like, you're not my people. You understand? I'm not gonna argue with you. We're not gonna get into it like that, but I'm probably not never gonna hang out with you again. Probably that's it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to have a good time. If you every time I say something positive, you say something negative, I'm not your people. With all due respect, this is not me being angry at you. This isn't me disrespecting you. This isn't me saying that you're less of a man or less of a woman. I'm a man or less of a person. This is literally me just saying, I'm not your people. You understand? That's why I would never have a conversation with somebody who we have such fundamental differences where they feel like they need to attack me. I just would never do that. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta understand, I'll put it like this. When I see the pictures of her with 600 Breezy, that looks like a woman in an abusive relationship to me. A mentally abusive relationship. He probably one of them niggas that want to be able to say he don't put his hands on a woman. So he tears her down mentally, so he don't have to. What up, King Slayer? That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all niggas be on the side and be hanging out with people who they just got negative Satan energy. Y'all co-sign they shit, and next thing you know, you inviting Satan into your house. I don't care what 600 Breezy said. Shout out to Tunes to 600 Breezy said he would have died with her. I don't care what 600 Breezy also said he was driving cross country to go get Lil Tim, right? He said that also, right? With all due respect. I seen those pictures, and that looked like a narcissist relationship. Y'all can't just feel energy off of niggas. Like, you can't just, I don't know how to explain it. Am I talking too low for everybody except or just Blizz Lanes? I'm actually just trying not to yell. Am I talking too low for everybody? I don't know. Oh, you said I got that vibe too. I'm just saying, like, that's just the energy that I got. I could be wrong. What the fuck do I know? I don't know these people. You hear me? Good, because I don't feel like yelling. I don't know these people. I don't feel like speaking up. I think I'm projecting well right now. I don't know these people, just so we could be clear. I don't know if that was a narcissistic relationship, but it 100% did. It looked like it, pardon me. It 100% looked like it from the pictures. And what you have to understand is a narcissist never wants to let their victim go. A narcissist is going to do everything they can to keep that little piece of whatever it is that they need to abuse in their facility. They're never going to let that thing go. That's why I keep trying to tell you. Those people that's following me around, they're going to be following me around till they die or till I die. You understand? They can't let me go because to me, I'm like a drug to them. You understand? These people are sick, mentally sick. You understand? And they got Satan with them. So Satan rewards them. You understand? I'm not talking about all the messages. I'm literally only talking about the pictures in which I saw, which I could observe with my eyes, and what I could feel. I don't want to get into whatever his messages might have been or might not have been. I've seen them, but I didn't necessarily get any kind of anything from his messages. I'm talking about from the visual pictures in which I saw, from their body language and whatnot. I'm talking about literally their body language. I'm literally talking about, just so we can be clear. So I'm not talking about a metaphysical thing. I'm not saying an energy to the point where it's radiating like it's an X-Men thing. What I'm saying is reading their body language. You understand? If it could be any more clear. Oh yes, okay, yeah. She died, and he immediately made it about him, right? I don't even remember the messages verbatim, but I'm pretty sure he immediately made it about him, right? Like when people talk about me and they say, you know what I don't like? They talking about them. You know what Frost should do? They're talking about them. You understand? How you telling me what I should do? Why don't you just go do it? Imagine a nigga telling you what you should do and they're not doing it. Why don't you just go do it? Why are you worried about what I'm doing? Oh, you're a narcissist and you want to control me in my life. Of course, your life ain't shit, so you want to control my life. No, I get it. You're going to keep telling me what I can and can't do. Right? Because you believe that you are God and you can tell me what I can and can't do. No, I get it. You can keep blaspheming. I keep saying Romans 1. It's Romans 2, right? I'm sorry. Okay. No, it's Romans 1. What the fuck? No, it's not Romans 1. What the fuck is that? Therefore, you have no excuse. You will pass judgment on someone else. For at whatever point you judge another, you are condemning yourself, because you who pass judgment do the same things. Now we know that God's judgment against those who do such things is based on truth. So when you, a mere human being, pass judgment on and yet do the same things, do you think you will escape God's judgment? And that's basically what I keep trying to explain. People are accusing me of doing a thing that they are actually doing. Romans 1. It is Romans 1. Romans something. Anyway, so that's what I keep trying to explain. And that's what I'm saying the actual sin is, as they all go in sin. Passing judgment on me. They're doing the same thing that they are doing. No, keep doing it. I can't stop you. I think you should continue to do any sin that you find deemable to do. I think you should stop, but you gotta stop on your own volition. You shouldn't stop because I told you to. You should stop because it isn't in your heart. That being said, 70 minutes into the show, which I want to talk about, put it in the chat. What up, Shaq? We got Shaq up in here doing all of the things. Yeah, so I thought that was just narcissism to me. So I don't want to hear him talk about. That relationship didn't look right to me. You understand what I'm saying? He looked like he a narcissist, and I don't really care for people who want to step on other people to look good. I don't really care about them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't really care for you. I think that is cowardly. Instead of you going out there and acquiring the skill, instead of you making yourself better, you're going to tear somebody else down to make yourself look like you've actually gotten better. And in reality, you didn't. That's cowardice. And yes, I like to say, everybody says, you know, what's this nigga name? Tom Holland did a whole video. And in the beginning of the video, for like 40 seconds, he was talking about, I tried to do a ton of videos, he said, but he keeps saying in every video. And then I'm thinking to myself, my dude, newscasters even do it. Everybody does it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's just literally an involuntary reflex to getting to another thought in which you're having, period. Or it could just what we also use to sometimes denote, what do you say, as a, like, you know, like a comma or something along those lines, in the sentence, you know. Somebody's phone is ringing. You're saying it's as annoying as hell, but every single person does it. So you're just annoyed when I do it because you know, because you, or me, because you know, going down on me. So that's why you're annoyed that I do it, but you're not annoyed that every single other human being that does this type of shit also does it. Just me, because you know you. Right? Oh, I don't know what that is. That's not mine. That's coming from outside or somewhere else. It don't bother me. I don't really care about it. That was one of my alarms right there. Which I also don't even know what that is. Hold on, plug that PlayStation. Maybe somebody like next door or something. I guess maybe they want to annoy me. They think that that's going to bother me. But I don't really care. I'm not even going to hear it in like 2 seconds. I'm just going to stop hearing it. Yeah. Everybody does that. I am curious as if it's outside the door. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? I don't know, but I'm not coming back outside to that again. I think somebody just did that for me to walk out my door so they could take a picture of me. You know, I'm thinking paranoid shit. That's not an alarm. That's somebody setting that shit off on purpose. So you're trying to tell me somebody left their phone sitting with somewhere and they don't hear that? What the fuck? So yeah, nah, that's just somebody doing that on purpose. Maybe that person is in cahoots with somebody on the channel or something and they trying to just do some shit. I don't know. Anyway, maybe they just hate the fact that I do this every day. So they just want to do something annoying. I don't know. But I got some shit going on over here too. Anyway. Shout out to them. Hope everything. Shout out to them. I hope everybody's okay. I hope that's not somebody hurt and they fell or some shit. Hell yeah, I'm always thinking, my dude, if you knew about some of the shit that, if you knew about some of the plans that people actually had for me that failed, you wouldn't think any of this shit that I'm saying is crazy. If you knew, I gotta speak up now because I don't want to hear the shit. If you knew about some of the fucking problems, if you knew about some of the fucking things that people tried to do against me that failed, you would 100% not think that what I'm saying is crazy. You would think that some of the shit that I'm saying kind of makes sense. Niggas is really weirdos. Niggas is really weirdos. Like the people that want to try to force me to. I literally have people that are trying to force me to do shit. You do understand this? They have tons of plans for me. I don't not want to go nowhere near these niggas again. That type of time. They got tons of plans for me. I don't never want to deal with these dudes again. Ever. I'm on that time. If you gonna make my life bad so I gotta run to you, that's never gonna happen. When my life get bad, I go away from everybody and try to fix it. After I fix the shit, then I might come back around and fuck with you. But that's depending on how you fuck with me when I was over there trying to fix it. That's just a fact, my nigga. That's just a fact. So every single one of these individuals that's thinking they're going to make my life hard because I'm going to come running back to them because I need help, I don't work that way. I just don't work that way. I'm going to go down with the shit. What the fuck? This is my shit, nigga. I'm not bailing. When my shit go down, I go down. What the fuck? That's that. So all of you people that I tried to tell y'all fucked up. I was literally I was trying to get the resources we needed to do the thing. I just also got to do my own work at the same time. Niggas just wasn't patient and didn't also want to put in the legwork to get the shit done that we needed done. Y'all niggas, that's it. That's all that happened. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not upset at nobody. I wish it would have worked out. But what y'all thought was going to take maybe 2 or 3 months in reality to do it right, it was going to take about a year. And if we do it right, we get paid. We get paid. So nobody got to worry about nothing. Niggas got all their own money now. You could go do what you want to go do. You could go do what you want to go do. The shit we need, it wasn't going to, the shit that, I don't want to go do no janky. I'd rather just not do it if we're going to do something janky. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I understand what you think is good quality and what I think is good quality is different. You understand? But I didn't even have all of the fucking skills to do the shit the way that we needed it done. I needed to go find people that had some of the skills I didn't have. What the fuck? You couldn't just let me work? Nah, this is enough for it to be described because I'm not even bitter or angry. You understand? That's what I'm trying to explain to people. People are trying to get even with me about shit I'm not even bitter or angry with. I just literally don't want to deal with people that don't like me. I just literally don't want to deal with people that I think is going to do something evil to me if shit don't go their way. That's it. That's it. That's all. I don't want these people, bad things to happen to nobody. I don't, what the fuck? Just whatever God intends for your life to be is what your life is going to be. Just hope that you can get to your perfect self. You understand? We're not trying to just get to our perfect self. You know what I'm saying? Just get to our perfect self. Just go get to your perfect self. You can't be perfect, but you could be your perfect self. Get to that. Stop embracing Satan. Stop embracing pettiness. Stop embracing giving people the same energy they giving you. You know who I want to give the same energy to? The people that's giving me that loving energy. I want to match that energy. I want to match that we love each other energy. I want to match that we want to see each other succeed energy. I want to match that energy. I don't want to match energies with whatever hating on niggas, want people to get hurt, want people to be homeless, want people to starve, want people to commit suicide, I don't want to match that energy. Why would I want to match Satan's energy? We just spoke about that 2 seconds ago, Tory Mosley. Biden didn't say anything about being a puppet. Biden was shown to be a puppet when he literally said that he's not allowed to ask questions. He's not allowed to point and he's not allowed to be able to, you know how every president stands up there during their speeches and then at the end of their speeches, they point at people to give, to speak. Now, I want to be clear about this, just so we can be 100% clear about this. They usually have questions that they want people to ask the president. So there's always, let's say they speak to 10 people, at least 3 or 4 of them are plants. Those are questions that specifically meant to be asked to the president so the president could look good. You understand what I'm saying? But they still might choose a person here and a person there. What he was busy saying is he's not allowed to choose any of the people that ask him questions because he's not allowed to talk freely. So that's the point that they was trying to make, Skynet, that Biden is not allowed to talk freely. So therefore, he can't just answer any question. The only questions he's allowed to answer are the scripted ones. He's not allowed to ask random questions to other journalists also. Allegedly. Did I unplug that shit? Maybe my PlayStation just turned this back on. I hate that shit. I should have just unplugged it. Alright, let's get back to it. Toon says, just me looking in. You can't get to your greatness if you keep giving your energy to those damn trolls in these shows. Nah, you're right, Toons. That's literally what I just said also, by the way. So yeah, I agree with you. But no, also, just so we could be clear, I was speaking in unison about the situation that's going on with Biden, just so we could be clear. Biden is in such a situation that he doesn't even have the ability to be able to ask questions, and he's supposed to be the president. At least that's the impression that was given. I'll play the clip again. Now, just so we could be clear, when I first heard the clip, I thought it was in sarcasm. I'm going to say this again. When I first heard this clip and I heard how Biden said what he said, I thought it was in sarcasm. I'm going to play the clip twice. I'm going to play it with just the audio, and then I'm going to play it and let you see the visuals. Just listen to the audio real quick. It's this is from Sky News Australia.
I can understand why the president's handlers insist on heavily scripting his appearances and don't allow him to freely answer questions with the press. Look what happens in this clip. It's quite sad, really. President Biden picks a journalist to ask a question before realizing he's not allowed to do that. He says, and I quote, "I took control. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed to do that." And then the handlers come in and call an end to proceedings. Have a look.
Everybody thought I knew the
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took control. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. Go ahead. You
I
tell
think we're
me.
going to go ahead and have the rest of the conversation close to that. So thank you all so much.
It's reasonable to ask at this stage just who is running the country, President Biden or the people who grant him the permission to speak.
Now, I want you to see the video of when he actually speaks. We don't need to hear her entire.
I can understand why the president's handlers insist on heavily scripting his appearance.
Okay, now look.
Do that. I'm not allowed to do that. And then the handlers come in and call an end to proceedings. Have a look.
Everybody thought I knew the
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took control. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. Go ahead. You
I
tell
think we're
me.
going to go ahead and have the rest of the conversation close to that. So thank you all so much.
It's reasonable to ask at this stage just.
Now, when he first said it, I didn't see the clip. I heard it, and I was like, wait, hold on. Is he being sarcastic? He could have been sarcastic. Like, oh, man, I'm not allowed to do these things. So he could have been sarcastic. But then I looked at the video, and I don't think it's sarcasm. It still might be, but I don't think it's sarcasm. And the main reason I don't think it's sarcasm is why did she end the interview immediately? So I don't think we should be listening to the people who said vote for Biden. And the next time these people that said vote for Biden pull up and say vote for anybody, I don't know how much attention I'm going to personally give to it. I think you should do whatever you want to do, though. Yeah, I think you should do whatever you want to do, though. But I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know how much faith I could have in the people during any election season that said vote for Biden. With all due respect. They have a lot of, and I'm not talking about nobody specifically, I'm talking about everyone. They have a lot to make up for to show that they competent enough for us to pay attention to them in politics. Because at this point, it just seemed like it's just a whole bunch of people that was popular and knew nothing about politics. Tell me where I'm wrong. I don't think these people know about politics. Tell me where I'm wrong. Or they know about politics and they don't care about the black people. It's one or the other. Tori Mosley said, Hillary said yesterday she's not running in 2024. She knows she doesn't stand a chance against Trump. Hillary doesn't stand a chance against anyone. The hell? And she's too old. How old is Hillary Clinton? How old is Hillary Clinton? 74 now. Right now she's 74. She gonna be 77. No, nigga. Joe Biden is 79. Joe Biden is right now the president and he's 79. What in the hell was those individuals that said vote for Joe thinking? Trump is 76. He too old. Nancy Pelosi, 82. These are the people that run America. Hold on. 74, Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump is 76. Joe Biden, 79. Nancy Pelosi's 82. What the fuck, yo? Bernie Sanders, 80. And what have I been saying? He too old. They too old. Stop voting all of these old people in the fucking office, man. Stop voting for anybody over 55. How about that? No, don't vote for nobody over 60. Stop voting for anybody over 60. That's it. Do that. Watch the world change. Watch the world change when people realize they can't be in power for 50 years. Watch the world change when these politicians realize they can't be in office for 50 years. Watch the world change. These guys don't have no real fear of losing their job. Watch the world change, man. The whole world. Shout out to King Will, says BBN for a salute. Those people that were saying vote for Biden, they need to be shooting at Biden every 2 fucking minutes. I don't want to hear no more anti-Trump anything. Right now, Trump isn't the problem. They literally doing this Mar-a-Lago shit on purpose to try to convince people to vote Democrat. You know this, right? They're trying to put shit on fucking Trump name, so when the Republicans are going to go do whatever they're trying to do, and he go on the campaign trail to help them, it's more like, you know, hurting them. That's why they're doing this Mar-a-Lago shit. You do understand this, right? What the fuck is y'all gonna think about when this shit just up and disappear? What are y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna say Trump did some cheating shit, right? Y'all remember I made this video. But y'all gonna say Trump did some cheating shit when this shit just vanished, right? Well, all of a sudden, we're just not talking about it no more. Y'all gonna then blame Trump for paying somebody behind the scenes or there was corruption, right? It's never gonna be that the Democrats was just doing some shit to try to make a thing happen. The Democrats use the press to push the agenda more than the Republicans. Y'all do know this, right? This isn't something that's like hard to comprehend, right? The Democrats are the left, right? The left is Hollywood, right? Tell me why I'm wrong. I'm here. I'm waiting. Damn, we've already been on 90 minutes and it's only going to 10 o'clock. Let's go. Oh, shit. That's right. I can't plug this phone in anymore. I got to buy a new charger. Okay, yeah. Battery life is fine. The charger that I use for this phone now is a different type of charger. I got to lay the phone on the shit. You understand? So I don't have to plug. I broke that shit by accident. Stepped on it or some shit. I don't know. I think the cord was hanging on the floor or some shit. Anyway, it's time to eat. I'm hungry. I think it's time to eat. I should have ate breakfast before the show. Sheesh. Yeah, so I put a pastry in the oven. I'm gonna warm this pastry up, and we're gonna have a pastry. Hold on, let me put it on live chat. Sorry about that. We're about to have a warm pastry. Tighten Up TV said, yo, Frost, I don't know how true it is, but somebody said T.I. might have ratted on YSL. I don't know if what, okay, so allegedly there is a established rapper in Atlanta that's going to take the stand for the prosecution, for the government against YSL. We do not know who it is. Can it be T.I.? It can be T.I. Can it be Killer Mike? It can be Killer Mike. But can it be multiple rappers? Can it be more than one? I think Atlanta is a test. I think they're going to go after all of the dangerous rappers in Atlanta. Rappers. Notice I'm saying that. Because when the rapper is attached to the gang, it's easier to get the gang, I think. So what I think the government is doing now is they're not going after the gang. They're just going after the rapper that's attached to the gang. I think they decided on doing that, and they actually not perfected it, but found the formula in the Tekashi situation. That's where they found the formula at. They then reconstituted it again when they did the Casanova situation. Now, what's going on in Atlanta is probably the culmination of many of these aspects of police procedures that's now going to allow for them to take a rapper who they are saying is literally the head of the organization, to use them to take down the organization. So these rappers, they don't have to go after the gang no more. All they have to do is go after the rapper, because the gang stay too close to the rapper. You understand? So right now, they've already built up two things. Listen, remember, I told y'all, in the Tekashi situation, they have a scenario where the person helped immediately and they were able to get off for 2 years and get out of the situation. The police want that. The government want that, because they want to show you, if you help us, that we're going to follow our end of the bargain. That's why it's nothing going to happen to Tekashi. And if something does happen to Tekashi, I feel bad for the whole entire gang that gets involved in whatever this shit is. All of you niggas is going down. The new niggas is going down. The niggas associated with you niggas is going down. I think the government kind of wants to show themselves making sure nothing happens to Tekashi and keeping him safe. But if something does happen to Tekashi, I think the government is going to take that as a great opportunity to show how they could just destroy, how with their authority, if you do something to a government informant, how could they can just absolutely destroy whole organizations. Like, they're just going to lay waste. And that's what I think might also be leading to. Anyway, so in the Casanova 2 times, they showed a situation where the person, they didn't help the government, but, you know, he hasn't been given his time yet. And this particular case, what I believe they're going to show is that when you are undeniably the head of the organization and you are a rapper, we're putting you in jail and you're not seeing the light of day no more. This nigga ain't going to be free again. The only way he will ever get free again is if somebody either gives him a pardon, you heard? Or if he just decides he's just going to be the most outward snitch ever. Because he's not going to be able to snitch in private. He's going to have to snitch in public. He's going to have to snitch. Let everybody know he's snitched and be proud of it. I'm going to say that again. He's going to have to snitch. Everybody know that he snitched. And he's going to have to be proud of it. Now, talking about the rappers, once again, GS9 should have been the lesson. But remember, GS9 got caught for a different reason. GS9 got caught specifically because of lyrics. Lyrics is what fucked up GS9. Remember that. There was already a situation going on, and the lyrics allow for them to line up shit. Lyrics is what fucked up GS9. Lyrics is not what fucked up Tekashi 6ix9ine. Lyrics is not what fucked up Casanova 2 times. And in reality, lyrics is not what fucked up these niggas down there in Atlanta. But I'm not saying that they shouldn't have learned a lesson. I'm just saying they probably did. Because the lesson from what you learned from GS9 doesn't apply in this situation. Understand? You could have learned a lesson from the GS9 situation and still fell victim to what just happened. Because none of these cases I mentioned is primarily because of lyrics. GS9, they got caught because of lyrics. That song was just some shit that was supposed to be a banger in the hood. It was never supposed to make it out of the hood. On that bag, come a calling. I don't know what to tell you. And also, like, nothing happened like that previously in hip hop. So they really didn't have any reason to believe that something would happen. You understand what I'm saying? They had no real reason to believe something would happen. Nothing like that happened before hip hop. Hold on. So that's why the whole GS9 situation, like, nothing like that really happened in hip hop before. There's nothing for them to have. There's no way they could have looked at that and said, oh man, I seen that coming a mile away. Couldn't have happened, song. Shorty in the store was doing something. Yeah, but that's a different lesson. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know which rapper. I don't know if it's T.I. It could be Killer Mike. Remember, these guys is getting robbed and everything else. What you mean breaking the internet? I don't understand what you mean by that. You think GS9 is the genesis of all of this madness? Okay. You don't think it would be something like Murder Inc. Or we could even go back further, NWA. Okay. GS9. Tori Mosey says, I'm surprised further YSL information has stopped coming out after the last, you mean court date, not trial. I'm not. And I don't think information necessarily stopped coming out. I just think different information was coming out. What you talking about? This nigga's been tweeting. Young Thug's been tweeting. Information's been coming out, just different information. We found out that some of the witnesses might not be witnesses anymore. I don't know how much that's going to help because, you know, they still gave a proffer. So the government knows where to look. are into investigating. Oh, I don't really know how much that helped. But yeah, information's been coming out. Let me get some water. Sorry about that. I had to get some water after eating that shit. Or death row. Do you understand? Time out. Do you understand how these dudes is constantly trying to gaslight me? They just come. They don't. Anyway, so whatever that guy was saying, he's right. Okay, so you don't have to try to. Come in. What the fuck? Or death row. Thank you. Why did I leave the water in here after I drank some of it? That's why you just gotta be like, come on. Now you don't tell me what to talk about. Get out of here. Quando's days are numbered now. I believe he thinks so. I 100%. First of all, just so we can be clear, I believe that he thinks it was niggas that was down with him that did this and for that was in on it. I'm not saying that anybody was in on it. I believe that Quando Rondo believes that the people that the shit that happened to him, the people that are on his team actually was in on it. And that's also, this is what I mean by, we have conversations over here and y'all be thinking I'm talking about me and I'm not. We literally had a conversation earlier where I was talking about Quando Rondo's situation. I mixed it up with a whole bunch of other shit. I get it. But I don't be talking about me. You just be thinking I be talking about me, especially the people that's doing evil. You understand? I don't be talking about me some of the times. A lot of the times I'm not. Now listen, I'm going to explain Quando Rondo's situation again. If it sounds like something that happened to me or is going through me, it's not going on to me. It's not on purpose. I'm just literally explaining the situation. I believe Quando Rondo thinks that people on his team is helping the enemy. That's why he dropped this flag. Once again, when you have a team, if you got like 10 people, at least 2 or 3 of them niggas is not on your side for real. They there for all of the wrong reasons. When those numbers grow to more, like 6-4, 6 people there for the wrong reason, only 4 people there for the right reason, you are fucked. You get it? That's when the problem actually comes in. Because there's always 1 or 2 niggas on your team that they don't care about the product. They trying to figure out how they gonna steal or how they gonna do some weirdo shit. Remember, you can't watch everybody. And 9 times out of 10, to even get to a position, even the position I'm at, you gotta be a pretty good-hearted person. You can't just walk into any room if you're an asshole. So yeah, Quando Rondo, I believe, thinks people on his team is fucking him over. And when that's happening, you gotta dub everybody. You gotta move away from everybody. Because what a narcissist does, and I'm talking about narcissists, when a narcissist does is they can't get to you, so they manipulate the people around you to make your life bad. I'm gonna say this again. Now, I'm literally talking about the situation I believe him to be in. There's some people that are after him. They are already inside of his team somewhere. That's why they was able to line up homie and then line him up the very next day and get his other homie. This shit happened one day apart. Or should I say the very next day? So listen, obviously somebody in his team is down with the ops. The only way he could protect the people around him that he care about is to tell the world he don't care about them and get everybody away from him. So I salute him for that shit. Not everybody's strong enough to say, yo, look, I'm in a bad situation. I need everybody to get away from me because I don't want you niggas to get fucked up. You know what a coward does? A coward says, yo, I'm in a bad situation, and they try to get as many people around them as possible. Tell me where the fuck I'm wrong. Jason Elliott says, you remember those Pillsbury toaster strudels? The icing used to be fire. They still got them shits in the store. You buying me some? Tori Mosey said, Whack 100 said, last night the 60s did the demonstration in front of him that made Quando leave. Oh, Whack 100 said it was the 60s? Why would Whack 100 do that? Tori Mosley says the 60s won't let him leave without getting put out the set by at least jumping him through. They're already speaking out against Quando. They said the 60s did a demonstration in front of him that made him leave. And this is why I tell you. I get all of this shit. But I'm on the army of God army. I worship the Most High. I can't be a part of some of the things that other people do. So therefore, I don't join organizations. God first. We need community and we need to come together. I'm happy that organizations exist. But we have to start getting organizations in line with themselves and with the Most High. So we could bring prosperity to our communities. We need to stop attacking each other. Because if you stop attacking him, then he could go prosper. And you could also go prosper because you'll be focusing on yourself. If she stopped attacking her, she could go prosper. And she will also prosper because she will be focusing on herself. That's the problem with our community. We spend too much time trying to attack and tear other people down. Why? Because people that aren't even a part of our community tell us that that's what we are. People that aren't even a part of our community make videos saying that we're savages, so we're savages. People that's not even a part of our community say that we're supposed to hate each other, so we hate each other. People that's not a part of our community will see somebody like me that is literally out here trying to give good insight, trying to do the best that I can. I'm not perfect and I fail at things. I fail all the motherfucking time. But they'll see me out here trying, and the first thing they'll think is how to destroy me. This is the energy that's being cultivated in our communities. It's being given to us by people from outside of our communities, but we're cultivating it here. No white man can tell me to hate my brother. No Mexican man could tell me to hate my brother. The only person that could tell me that I don't deal with my brother is the Most High. And that's by my brother's reflection. If when I reflect off of you, back to myself, I see something that I don't want to deal with, then I won't. I don't get even with people. I just stop dealing with them. Period. I'm not coming back around to try to get... I don't do that. I just forget you exist and just move on. That's it. I just forget you exist and go do something else. I might literally just stop going to the place for the simple fact is I don't care to be there. I enjoy who I am and I enjoy my company. I don't need other people to be around to have a good time. So I don't need to go to your party. Get it? I'm going to enjoy myself and I'm going to be happy. There's nothing that you could bring to my life that's going to give me, that's going to be worth me exchanging my peace. There's nothing that you could bring to my life that's going to be worth me exchanging my peace. You should be thinking the same way. You should be thinking the same way. No idea if 6ix9ine still has an Instagram page. Why wouldn't he? Play the video so we can see the walk. What up, your boy Jimmy Belcher? A big fan. Look at them hips. Big legs, little boobs. Big legs, little boobs. I like big legs, little boobs. For everybody that don't know, I like that shit. Big legs, little boobs. She cute too. Oh, I was picking up my phone for a thing. What up, your boy Jimmy Belcher? What up, Anthony Oliver? I was picking up my phone to do a thing. Oh, see if 6ix9ine still got a page. Yeah, 6ix9ine page right here. What you talking about? 6ix9ine page right here. He's only following 8 people. Let's see what it is. Academics is one of the people. So he's Giant Energy, whatever the fuck that is. Giant Collection, whatever the fuck that is. Some kind of drink? I thought Giant or whatever was those people. I thought those was those people. It's a drink? Whatever. And then I'm guessing these other people are just different business associates. So shout out to that. I'm so confused, Jimmy Belcher, but if you happy, I'm happy. Let's go. So the whole Quando Rondo thing, real quick, that shit just went left. Quando Rondo actually is a pretty good artist, and I think he has actually pretty good music. I've heard songs of his that I thought was pretty good, right? So I don't know what to tell you. That shit just went all the way left. And just, they were supposed to make money with the dude. He was gonna live a good life, and he was just gonna be the guy that got the bag for the family, and the shit just went sideways because of the King Von situation. That's all. They tried to rehab, but they fucked up off the rip. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, these motherfuckers really should be calling me up for PR advice. They fucked up off the rip. Off the rip. Not that I think that anything could have been done, just so we can be clear. But it could have been more tactful and done in a way that he could actually still keep fan base, because that's what you want. And if I'm correct, isn't Little Tim supposed to be going with NBA YoungBoy? Is it Little Tim or Quando Rondo that's supposed to be going to perform in Chicago with NBA YoungBoy? Little Tim, right? Not Quando Rondo? Am I correct? Am I correct? I've been pretty good at telling the future. I've been actually excellent at it. I have a pretty good track record for telling people what's going to happen in the future. Those are literally the people that you call for advice. You do know that, right? And there's literally a proverb that says the people with the most problems give the best advice. You do know that, right? That's literally a saying. Is there a saying that people with the worst problems give the best advice? It's something like that. Literally, the question is, why do people that have the worst problems give the best advice? Literally. It says that. Matter of fact, this is a big thing. It's all over the internet. All you got to do is look it up. So apparently everybody believes that the people with the most problems, a lot of people believe that it's a consensus that the people with the most problems get the best advice. So yeah, you saying I got a lot of problems? So you telling me I give the best advice? So what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, this is one of those things that I get bashed for being good at something. Okay, not a problem. I get bashed a lot for being good at shit. Matter of fact, I don't think I get attacked for being bad at anything. I think almost everything that I get attacked over is shit that I'm good at. I don't think I get attacked over anything I'm bad about. And there's shit that I'm not good at. I don't think any of the shit that I'm bad at I get attacked on. I think I literally only get criticized for the shit that I'm good about, that I do well. Not for nothing. Let me check. It probably is Rondo. I mean, I don't know. NBA YoungBoy. Oh, with Quando Rondo, you are correct. Little Tim's in jail? I thought he was out. He's on house arrest. He can't leave the state. Okay. That's what you were saying. He's not in jail. He's on he got that ankle thing on. He can't leave the state. Yeah, so it's gonna be Quando Rondo. So my question is he still going? And what I mean by that is NBA YoungBoy still fucking with him like that? This nigga's middle name is Deshaun. This nigga is a Sean. Fucking NBA YoungBoy is a Sean. Jay-Z's a Sean. I'm a Sean. I think names really do be meaning something, yo. For real. I mean, I'm not really on that shit like that. But I do be thinking names really do be meaning something. For real, for real. Why does this nigga look familiar? This nigga middle name is Deshaun. This nigga NBA YoungBoy's middle name is Deshaun. I'm a Sean. Jay-Z's a Sean. NBA YoungBoy is a Sean. NBA YoungBoy brings Quando on tour. That might cause something between Big U and Birdman. Maybe. If he brings him on tour, then it is what it is. And if I was whoever, I wouldn't want to have problems with Birdman. Birdman looks like he moves with the feds. I'm not saying he does. Birdman looks like he moved with the feds. I'm not saying he does, though. I'm not saying he does, though. Wack also said that the feds probably got to Quando. That's why he's getting out before any RICO drops on the 60s. Wack 100 is always trying to put RICOs on people. I'm not going there with that. So I'm not going there with that. Wack 100 is always trying to say somebody's in a RICO. I'm not going there. So I'm not going there. Yo, Brazil said Apple can't sell iPhones in their country no more, and if they're gonna keep selling them without the battery, without the charger. Shout out to fucking Brazil. Brazil said y'all niggas is not selling these fucking phones in our fucking country. You niggas don't even got chargers. No, I would go. First of all, Quando Rondo has nothing to lose at this point. I would go. I can go. You don't got nothing to lose. What the fuck you got to lose? I go.
Are not going. Don't expect everyone to understand your mission and your purpose in life. You're going many places where other people are not going, so make sure you stay true to the vision that God gave you and that you do not fold. Don't expect everyone to understand your mission and your purpose in life. You're going many places where other people are not going, so make sure you stay true to the vision that God gave you and that you do not fold.
I like her. Yes, Boozy was just talking to the dude. So there's a guy, he was a jeweler. I didn't even know he was a jeweler. I didn't even know he was a jeweler, to be honest with you. I had no idea he was a jeweler. So apparently there is the dude, he got shot at the Boozy concert. He got shot right after talking to Boozy. Boozy said that they were talking in the parking lot or whatever the case was. And then as he was talking in the parking lot, dude walked off like, I don't know, he said like 100 feet or some shit like that. And he ended up getting shot and killed. Now I'm hearing that the guy was a jeweler. So, I did not know that. That's all new information to me. Okay, so Instagram just keep putting her in my feed over and over again. So shout out to that. Instagram knows what I like.
There's not been on their side, or at least they've been on their side, or at least they feel that way. I need you to send this message to them so I can talk to them and share these thoughts with them. If you're going through something, please know this. There's people out here that love you. There's people out here that care about you, no matter what you're going through at this moment. And there's people that need you here, that want you in their life and will help you get to where you got to get to, or be better, or with that, However, do not hurt yourself. If you're thinking about hurting yourself, if you feel like you're not wanted, if you're feeling like, you're not accepted by the ideas and approaches of today's society and social media and the way you look, the things you don't have, it's not worth it. It's not worth hurting yourself, and it's not worth not being here no more. There's a lot of people that love you. There's a lot of people that care for you. And I'm telling you, find someone you can talk to. It's somebody that you love. It's somebody that you care about, that you should be able to talk to. Please find somebody you talk to before you think about ever hurting yourself. There's people that love you. Please, I'm begging you, talk to somebody before you ever hurt yourself. There's a lot of people that love you. There's a lot of people that care about you. I care about you. That's why I'm saying this. And, I done had friends and family members that have been in some situations, and I was able to talk to them, and other family members was able to talk to them. But please, don't hurt yourself. We want you here. We love you. This is a very...
Shout out to Wallow. This is somebody over here. They said that he is telling on the whole gang.
Gotta go stand up. You gotta go stand up. I mean, there ain't nothing they can do, but that's a self-fault.
Oh my God, man. This is fucked up, man. I'm fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Never again, bro. Never again, bro. Never again, man. Never again, bro. Never, bro. Never, bro.
Well, you're gonna be good, dog.
Right, though, bro. Right, man. It's just that, man, I can't, bro. Ain't nobody going to prison 2020, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. I'm late, man. I'm almost 30 years old.
That niggas be.
Message to him so I could talk to him and share his thoughts.
His porn history, it was gay. It was gay shit. It was mad gay shit on his porn history. Besides the porn history, this has been happening for like 2 years already. And I have a gay best friend for those who don't know. While we fucking, this happened for 2 years already. While we fucking, he will fuck up. As in, the first couple times, I just thought like he was just fucking up. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm saying fuck up as in, we talk when we fuck. We talk nasty. So instead of saying like, this my pussy, like he'll say this my dick, or give me that dick, like, it. And at first, I was like, maybe because I'm saying dick, he's probably saying dick after me, confusing it. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, I never experienced no shit like that. Like, deal with a DL nigga, like nothing.
Immigrants' reaction riding the New York
was gay shit.
I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm not gonna play the rest. She is 100% going in on him, calling him gay. She's saying that the nigga was doing some weirdo shit. That's a fact. Damn, cat won't get out the refrigerator. Look, the cat won't get out the refrigerator. The lady trying to take the cat out the refrigerator. The cat won't get out. It's too fucking hot. The cat, like, get out of here. No, bitch, it's too hot out there. I'm standing here. Close the door. And cats like dog boxes. How the fuck you let your cat get in the refrigerator? It's a picture of Megan Thee Stallion going viral on social media. Somebody want to expose her by taking a picture of her without all the glamour shots and without the Photoshop where they take the cellulite and stuff off of her legs, I guess. But I'm okay with a woman with a little bit of, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, what the fuck? Nobody, who the fuck legs is totally smooth? Like, what the fuck? But I remember what this dude said about when he was married to Mariah Carey. He said Mariah Carey wouldn't go out the house unless she was totally made up. This is why you gotta learn to do your own makeup. You have to be able to, like, if you a chick, this is just, I just feel this way. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But you have to have that one hairstyle that you could throw your hair in at any given minute and look halfway, like, so you can go outside. You gotta have to have that one thing that you could do, you know, other than just the ponytail. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I'd just be going outside and not caring. So what the fuck do I know? I'm a man. I'm also the same guy that used to bench before I used to go outside every day when I was a teenager. So maybe I would care. When I was like in my early 20s, like 19, 20, I would always, like, before I go outside, like, I'd be like, oh man, I'm going to go do a thing. I'll go work out first. So I'll bench, and I mean, I do a complete set. I'll go at my lowest point, lift to my highest that I could lift by myself, and then lift back down to my lowest, and then I go outside. And my weights was on my terrace. So motherfuckers would literally just see me work out and then work out for like 20, 30 minutes or whatever, however long it takes. And then right after I walk out the house. It's like, I gotta accept that. I gotta be more accepting. The faker you are, the bigger your friend circle is. The realer you are, the smaller your friend circle is. Just think about that. All them niggas, all them people that love them. You know how fake you gotta be for everybody, for you. It is what it is. What else y'all want to talk about? I'm not in no rush. And we already discussed all the topics. So y'all just want to bullshit, or I could let y'all go. Okay, boom. All right. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't understand what I was reading.
All them people that's super cautious and super this, super that, they scared. You know what? And life then beat them down. I stay away from everybody that like.
No. I guess that's the end of the show. I don't have anything. Send you the link to what? Your boy Jimmy Belcher. That's the end of the show. I don't have any more content. I don't have nothing else to speak about at the moment. Is there anything else that y'all want to talk about? If not, I'm gonna let y'all go. I said that a couple of minutes ago. Nobody actually brought up a new comment. I think he said something about the Cowboys fans. I don't know nothing about the Cowboys right now. I don't know nothing about the Cowboys. It's like they should win, but they never do. So I don't understand. It's like the Cowboys is one of those teams that get good players, but then they don't perform for whatever the reason be. Or there's like always some weirdo shit that happens to the Cowboys. Like, I'd be pissed if I was the Cowboys. I'd feel like the Knicks. If I was a Cowboy, I feel like the Knicks. Like, you keep setting yourself up where you should have more. success than you do. But it's just something always happens. It just prevent the success. I feel like that. Just so we can be clear. Oh, the girl talking about her dude? Oh wow, yeah, that was crazy. I mean, it's just hold on. She was talking about Fabio. She was going in on him. Hold on, let me see if it's still in my feed. If it's still right here, I'll send you the link. I don't remember what page it was on. Here you go. There you go. I sent it to you. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Unless y'all go. We got the show going early. I think. Remember, we did it was 90 minutes is an hour and a half. 120 minutes is 2 hours, right? Yeah, right. So we did 2 hours so far. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? We don't usually even go this long. All right, we usually do about an hour and a half. We 2 hours and 20 minutes right now. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Also, if anybody is appreciating any aspect of the show, you could also drop something in the Cash App. I never put the Cash App up for a person who constantly be accused of shit that is just weirdo shit. I never actually put the Cash App up on the channel. I always forget. I gotta stop forgetting. That's important. I just forget it. You'd be surprised at the shit that I think is important.
Gotham City.
That's all. And I'm about to get off the live anyway, so it don't even matter. Anything else y'all want to talk about? And I'm still an hour away from, I don't know. We might go through, I'm going to call them today. I got to call some people today about a thing. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to move, but I'm going to be able to call them. I'll be able to talk to them. Alright, so I guess y'all don't have nothing else y'all want to talk about. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not promising on going live at any point during the day. I still gotta get our gaming community together, so I'm going to be I want to do a midday live. I want to do a midday live almost every day, but what happens is around 2 or 3 o'clock I get a little in order for me to do the midday live, I gotta be ready by about 2:30. And that's even if I'm gonna wait to do it till about 3 or 4 o'clock. There's a reason. Also, I don't be knowing what you guys want to talk about. So sometimes I don't do a midday live because I don't know what you guys want to talk about. Remember, I don't know what you guys want to talk about. I only know what you guys want to talk about by what y'all support. Remember, this is a channel that nobody supports really. You understand? So I don't know what you guys even want to talk about. So sometimes I don't do a live is because I'm just getting on live to do what I'm doing right now, to just sit here and say what y'all guys want to talk about, because I don't know what you guys are interested in. Remember, I literally did a topic that everybody else is doing, and I had somebody come in here and tell me that this is a topic nobody talk about. What am I doing? And then I see the person say it, but I don't see nobody. So a lot of times I see people say widow shit, but I don't know if It's hard for me to say. It's just there's no way for me to know what you guys like. It's just impossible. There's no way for me to know. I mean, there's a way for me to know, but I'm never gonna be able to know. So I'm never gonna know. So I'm literally just doing whatever, to be honest with you. So if it comes out a good show, it comes out a good show. If it don't, it don't. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you guys want. As far as I can tell, y'all don't want nothing. Y'all want me off the air. That's all I know, as far as I can tell. Other than that, I don't know what anybody wants. Shout out to Joker Entertainment for the $10 drop. Appreciate you. You could. I would also like to know what kind of content. When you send a drop, tell me what you like. What kind of content? Also, I honestly don't know what to make. I keep saying that, but y'all listen to the people who hate me. So the more I tell the truth, the more you're gonna do the things that's gonna hurt me. You understand? Because I'm telling the truth, but you're only gonna listen to the people who don't like me. So I can't even tell you the truth. So that's the situation I'm in. Shout out to Joke Entertainment with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you. He said, salute to you, bro, Joke Entertainment. Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I'm just hoping to get my computer back, and then once I send my computer out and get it back, literally I'm just doing different content. I'm gonna go find somewhere where I know at least I got a blueprint of what I can make. I don't. There's nothing. I'm going to go find a community that when I do stuff, they support it. Because that's the only way I can live. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it. And I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not upset and I'm not bitter. I'm just going to go find a community that when I make content, they like the content enough to support it. And I think that that's literally what every content creator does. Literally. That's your job. To go find it, to make content that people support. People don't support this content, so I gotta change watch what happens too. When I change and I start talking about other shit, niggas is gonna be butthurt. And I'm gonna say, you told everybody to stop supporting my channel. So now I'm getting support somewhere else. Don't be butthurt. Copy? I still make content like this when I feel like it, but when I feel like it. Love who love you, man. Love who love you. Love on who love on you. Support who supports you. Fuck with who fuck with you. That energy. If people say, I'm only going to support you if you do this thing, that's not your people. Your people will never do that. If people say, I'm only going to help you if you do this thing, that's not your people. Your people will never do that. You understand? Your people is going to want you to win. And understand sometimes you're just not going to be able to do the things that they want you to do. But they want you to win and you want them to win. Because y'all people. So know the difference. With that being said, I'm going to let everybody go. Just enjoy your day. I don't know what to say. Just enjoy your day. Go try to do good things out into the universe. Try to move with God's energy. I fail every day, homie. Like, I fail all the time. Like, all the time. I'm far from perfect. There's certain things I struggle with. We all struggle with different things. But you will never see me out here doing something to purposely and intentionally harm another individual. Not never. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Grown Spawners. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. That's all I got in this one. I try to do a midday live.